Okay, I'm gonna try. Hi, I'm Leah. I'm from Germany, currently in the beautiful city of Erfurt in Thuringia, but I'm originally from Berlin. I've studied with Mark in London, global media, and it's been really fun. And apart from that, I normally work in film. And yeah, here I am. Do you want to know anything else?
Yeah, let me know what's
My favorite color is red.
your favorite color is red. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder because it was once red for me as well when I was a kid, but then it was also blue, so it's hard to
Yeah,
say.
blue's nice too.
Yeah,
What blue?
what kind of blue? I think
Do you like dark,
this
like
kind.
your sweater, or more
Yeah,
like
yeah,
light
yeah,
blue?
exactly like this.
Like the sky.
Okay, so what's going on in Germany then? What's happening?
Well, I think Germany has a very, very unique kind of situation, I guess, because we have a lot of cases. I think we're almost at 100,000. But our rate of people dying, our death rate is very, very low. I think it's at 1.6 or something like that
Yeah.
in comparison to, like way over 10 in Italy, I think. And so that's very, very different from other countries. And that's why, yeah, people are wondering a lot about this actually. There are different reasons, I think, for this. First, it's because we're testing a lot, which makes it statistically different than other countries, obviously, because we catch a lot of cases without any symptoms.
Yeah.
And so that's one point. Another point is that we have a very low age of people who are infected. And that's also because in the beginning there were a lot of young people coming into the country from a skiing trip. I think in Ischgl or something like that. I think it was in Austria where there was a big cluster. So there were people coming back from skiing and they were very young, and then they got isolated quickly. And then I think Germany acted very quickly on that and just had a really good response to it, I think. That's why a lot of old people didn't get infected with corona in the beginning. And also we have a very robust healthcare system. So all of these things, and then we have measures like other countries too. We have social distancing measures. We have we're supposed to be in quarantine as much as we can and work from home. But that's also very different because we have 16 federal states, and federalism is very, very prominent in Germany. So every state has different rules as well. And for example, in Berlin, you have way different rules than here in Thuringia. Like, you can't really picnic in a park, whereas here people picnic in the park still all the time. And then people do follow these rules, so, and I think that's also a point why we're kind of well off, I guess, because we do. I don't know, maybe it's a German thing. It's because we have a good government. I don't know. We're not least one that people try.
Yeah.
The Germans are following these rules. So I think we, other countries, we have a very privileged situation, I think, with all things considered.
Yeah, I was wondering.
It's also sunny.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if how people. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but what's like the general sentiment towards how the government has been handling it? Because I feel like in a lot of different countries, some people are like completely, shocked by the government's response or whatever. So, do you think people are seeing it kind of positively or in general?
I don't know. Yeah, how are people seeing it? Well, that's also very. It's very obviously that people are quite happy with how the government is handling it. I think the ratings for Merkel, for example, but also for the government, the coalition that's currently governing, and also our health minister and our finance minister, their ratings have gone up significantly. So like people approve them a lot, their approval ratings. And also I think there's been like a poll or something where people said how they agree with the measures of being inside. And it was overwhelming. People had like overwhelming support of this. So it's really interesting because they really trust the government at the moment. Whereas before it was fine as well, but Merkel wasn't as popular anymore.
Yeah.
Beforehand. Yeah. And now she got really popular. Like people are very happy with her. I think she's like, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I think over 60% of approval or something, which is good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's quite high. Yeah, of course.
To other countries, I think.
Yeah. I've seen that the AfD, the Alternative for Germany, has been tweeting things about how the state is overreacting and stuff, but people have really torn it apart. So maybe they're even losing some credibility at the moment, which would be pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's also for other reasons, because a part of the party has just been officially named right-wing extremists. Difficult word. Right-wing extremists, and this plus their non-support of the measures for against the corona pandemic is kind of, they're losing quite a lot of approval, I think, at the moment, even by people who would normally kind of consider voting for them. I think it's very interesting how the political sentiment here is shifting because of this. And it's good to see that the AfD is kind of losing support.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Maybe people want, because obviously before it was a bit of a shift into populism, right? And against government and so on. And I think maybe people now are looking again for, I don't know, a bit more of a strong government that makes decisions and so on, rather than it.
How is it in other countries with people you talk to?
I guess depends quite a lot. I mean, I just talked to yesterday. I talked to a friend from China, and she also felt like the government was doing an okay job. I've spoken to her before about things, and she doesn't always agree with how the Chinese government handles things, right? But in this matter, she said it was okay. Actually, I think it's overall. I think most people have been fairly positive about their government's efforts. I mean, same with the person I spoke to in Iran, and I can't wait to speak to someone from America, from the US.
Oh my god, yes, I know.
See how that turns out.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
It probably depends a lot on who we talk to, because there are some people who they're just absolutely convinced that Trump is a saint.
Yeah.
I really don't get it. It's so weird what's happening there right now.
Yeah.
This guy is more disgusting than ever.
Yeah.
And people are happy with what he's doing. I mean, he's contradicting himself like all the time. I don't know, it's really frustrating, I think. Did you see how he just bragged about his what is it called? The rate, not the ratings, the number of viewers who were like watching his speeches. His TV.
He still thinks he's a reality TV show host.
TV
ratings, the
viewership.
ratings. It's called ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Einschaltquote.
The
quota.
The quota.
Is it a quota? Anyways, he's been bragging about how many people are watching his speeches, and it's kind of like the level of a Bachelor finale.
He still thinks he's in a reality TV show, which the US is a bit of a reality TV show at the moment, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, he kind of is, but in the worst way possible. Anyways, Are you planning on talking soon from the US?
I'm trying to sort it out at the moment, actually, because it's obviously also a quite interesting moment. How have you kept your sanity, and how has your live reality TV show been going on? What have you been doing?
My life? I don't know, my life is quite chill. I mean, as you know very well, the film industry is kind of dead at the moment. And I also did lose my job. I was supposed to start yesterday, actually. Sad, on the 6th of April, which was for a festival that was supposed to happen in June. And now then it gets shifted to October. So they were like, oh yeah, maybe you can start in July or August. And now they canceled it altogether. They let me know yesterday. So I'm a bit, just kind of like you, a little bit free floating, kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. But it's very nice. I mean, honestly, it's not like I'm bored at all. Like I do really enjoy having time, actually. And it sounds kind of weird, but it's nice to read. It's nice to, write and be with my family. I'm helping my stepsister now to learn English with her pronunciation and stuff. And cooking. I don't know, it's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, for the circumstances that I'm in, I'm quite privileged to say that, but I'm doing very well. Yes.
Okay, that's good. From my conversations, I feel like we're all coming out as master chefs from this quarantine. Everybody is spending so much time on cooking.
Seriously. And you know what's also really cool? What we should do? We should do a Netflix party.
Okay.
You know Netflix party?
I,
It's super fun.
well, you
watch
just
movies
watch a
together.
film at the same time and you have like a little video chat on the side, or how does it work?
hmm
Yeah, we should try it.
Well, you can, yeah, exactly. You watch it in we should try it.
Mm.
It's really cool. And you can chat in the meantime. Like you have a chat box on the side, and then you watch it, and whenever someone pauses, it pauses for everyone.
Okay.
Anyways, I feel like there are a lot of creative solutions that people come up with at the moment, you know, to kind of stick together and be, you know, still socialize
Yeah.
like we do right now, or people cooking, like I said, being master chefs, people cooking together and like, you know, sharing whatever, having cooking Skype sessions,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And how's it been with the copy paste pandemic in Germany? Has this happened a lot? Like, you know, the kind of like messages that come, people send in like
Oh.
WhatsApp groups and stuff, like copy paste, but you don't know
Yeah.
where they're coming from.
Yeah. These weird like chain messages, right? Yeah. That people share. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's a really, really interesting point right now that's happening, because in Germany, I actually got one quite early on from a family member, and she sent this. I think you have that in other countries too. This like long message by, oh, it's a doctor from northern Italy, and she's sharing her insights and, you know, good overview of what you should do. And it said things like, oh, you should drink water every 15 minutes, or hot tea, because it's gonna kill the viruses, and if it's in your throat, it's gonna be, you know, kind of dissolve down, and you swallow it and it's gone, which is absolute nonsense, obviously. Or every morning you should hold your breath for like, and if you can't do it for more than 15 seconds, you have corona. Stuff like that. That's so obviously wrong. Or what else was in there? Yeah, ibuprofen is obviously a problem too. Like you shouldn't take ibuprofen, which was then debunked by the World Health Organization, I guess. And this, for example, is something that I've seen as well when I talk to other friends from abroad, like in Canada. I had a friend telling me exactly that, but with a doctor from, I think, Toronto or Vancouver or something. So it's the same content, and that it got adapted to a different context, to a different country.
Yeah, like a
And I thought that's
closer,
really
a closer doc, like a person of trust that is closer to where you live or something, right? Like the doctors from Toronto and stuff from Italy, but it's strange. But who writes them? It's so weird, and how they get shared around like that. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm getting really fascinated with this. I think it's just who does that. And I talked to a friend like who was working for Twitter in Dublin, for the European Twitter, and he's working in the policy department, so they're dealing with fake news as well, and like with, I don't want to say fake news because that's trouble, with disinformation and misinformation. And he said he doesn't know. Like they get stuff like this on Twitter as well, but no one really knows where it comes from. So I don't if it's a joke or some kind of agenda that's behind it. I mean, obviously there's also conspiracy theories, but like way bigger ones, like, oh, the governments are, you know, like putting us in quarantine because it's authoritarian and they want to control us and blah blah blah, stuff like that. But those kind of things that are just weird misinformation, I really don't know where they come from. It's so weird. Who sits there and writes something like that and just sends it around?
I mean, it's not like
a joke.
It's not like it hurts.
They want to harm people.
It's not like it hurts to drink tea every 15 minutes. Like, you know, you drink tea is fine, but yeah, obviously there is more harmful. There's more harmful ones than that.
Actually, quite healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever did this.
Stay hydrated. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Here's coffee.
And is there any like?
Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah, it's weird. Is there any safety net that you get in Germany at the moment? Like for example, for creatives like you, or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there are different funds. I think in the UK as well. I think I sent you something.
Yes.
That I as well for self-employed people. There are a lot of funds, and they're also funds by the different states, because again, like, we're very federalist.
Yeah.
So each state, their kind of cultural ministry is doing funds as well for the creative industry, and at Germany as well. They're really trying. And then there's obviously unemployment money, which you can get. So, there's a big safety net, I think.
Okay.
And then I don't know, I mean, the film industry is kind of struggling like every other creative industry too, like every industry in a way. But as you know, I mean, that's really shit because you can't really film anything, you can't have shoots, you can't really sit together and brainstorm and do all these kind of things that you should do. But there is, I mean, Germany, again, like, it's very privileged. Like, we have a lot of social security. And I think people are fine here. Okay, it's frustrating, obviously.
You're not panicking that you'll lose your livelihood and you'll end up on the street anytime soon?
No. I'm in a beautiful house right now with my family. I think they would have to, have me around for a while. No, but I think I'm fine. I mean, as soon as it starts again, like, I think it's gonna go back, I hope, to where it was before. Maybe not that much, but I think there are gonna be jobs afterwards. Like, it's not like, oh, the whole, jobs are gonna be gone forever. Like, just have to wait and be patient. But I think I'm getting money from the state right now, and I'm not really concerned that I'm gonna be on the streets. It's not like the US,
And content has to be created, so once people can create content again, it's gonna be a boom. All the people that are writing scripts right now, they're all gonna want to film their scripts.
Exactly. Well, like you, I mean, you're doing the Corona talks right now, and I really think that's such a cool idea. Like, to see different insights into different people's realities around the globe. I think it's really cool. Like, these kind of things, like, there's so many things that we can do for this time. We can do online classes as well if we want to self-educate ourselves a bit. Or we can, work on scripts, work on projects. I think so. There are ways to deal with this, I guess.
Cool. Maybe lastly, is there anything that you really look forward to do again when you can do whatever you want again?
When I can go out again?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, so many things.
Okay.
I really want to go to a club or something. I really miss that. Now it's beautiful weather, and I would just love to be in Berlin, like even in a beer garden as well, or just somewhere where I can be around people. Like, I do kind of miss people. I really do. Yeah. And after being alone for 2 weeks, I came here and I was around 3 people, and I was just overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, people are talking around me. I'm like, this is too much. I need to be for myself for like an hour. It's really weird. And I think when this happens again, and there are festivals, and people are sitting in cafes and stuff like that, it's gonna be a euphoria. Like, I think people are just gonna go crazy, and I'm really looking forward to just hopefully at some point have big events again. Stuff like that. To see people smile in the sun.
Yeah, it could be quite the crazy. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much the restrictions are being lifted, but it could be a crazy summer this summer. From what I hear from people, everybody wants to go out.
Probably everyone says that when you ask them.
Yeah.
Like, party.
Yeah, I'll come visit you. Come visit you in Berlin. It'll be fun.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, I really wish. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine being in Mauerpark right now? It's so warm. It's like over 20 degrees here.
Yeah. Same. It's really warm.
Are you gonna go?
I have a balcony, but there's like a wasp's nest being built, so I can't really enjoy the balcony. So I'm kind of stuck inside.
That's super annoying.
Yeah. Okay. It was super nice to speak to you. And stay in touch.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Mark. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.